Good evening. We are live. Happy Monday, everyone. Hope everyone is well. My name is Tabrice, content creator and founder of the Amateur Football Podcast. We are doing the quarterfinal live draw. We are doing the Senior Cup, sponsored by Diamond Drainage, and the Intermediate Cup, sponsored by yours truly, the Amateur Footballer. We have Emrys here, the fixture secretary at the Croydon Municipal Sunday Football League. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you again for having me for these draws.
Cool. So this is what we're going to do. And again, thank you to people who are tuning in. We will be doing the intermediate draw, sponsored by the Amateur Footballer first. And then after that, we'll be doing the Senior Cup draw. So, Emrys, before we start, I would love to know who you think the favourites are for the Intermediate Cup.
There's some really sort of good teams in there. I think the highest ranked team in the Intermediate is PSG. That's Paris Saint-Germain. Currently, they sit third of Division 1, and the lowest ranked team being Addiscombe Corinthians, who sit towards the bottom end of Div 2. So they're the two sort of contrasting sides. Sanderstead FC have had quite a good season, so they will be sort of maybe teams to avoid for some people. Maybe PSG, Paris Saint-Germain and Sanderstead potentially for the other teams.
Okay, cool. So this is how it's going to go. So we are going to be doing the Intermediate Cup first, sponsored by the Amateur Footballer. Again, I just want to confirm with yourself regarding the teams. So the teams I have, Thornton Heath Rangers, PSG, Lewisham, Corinthians, Bally Squad, Purley SG, Sanderstead, and Croydon United. Is that correct?
That's correct. That is correct. The same
correct.
teams.
Correct.
As well.
It's correct. So literally everyone can actually see the wheel. They can see the teams. What I'm literally going to do, I am going to shuffle this 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then after every spin, once a name has been picked, I will shuffle it 3 times. I will shuffle everything 3 times. So again, it's transparent. This is literally what we like to do here. So, also before we start, let me kind of see who's in the comments. Okay. So so we have the Bally Squad here. This is for the intermediate. This is for the Intermediate Cup. Intermediate. We are doing the Intermediate first. Intermediate Cup first. And we've got a few people here from Sanderstead. Michael, Jamal. Jesus Christ, what is going on here? What is going on here? So this is Intermediate Cup. Intermediate Cup. This is what we are doing first. Intermediate Cup, sponsored by the Amateur Footballer Podcast. Before we begin, can you tell everyone exactly when these fixtures are going to be played?
These fixtures are going to be played on the 7th of April or the 14th. I'm going to look to play them on the 7th of April. So that's not this Sunday, but next Sunday.
Okay, cool. So again, the favourites for this competition, PSG, and possibly a team to avoid would be Sanderstead. And the first team that comes out of the hat will be the home team. Second team, away team. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
That is good.
Okay, so I'm going to shuffle this 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the first team to come out from the Intermediate Cup quarterfinal is Bally Squad. So Bally Squad are out first. Shuffle again 3 times. And they'll be facing Lewisham. Bally squad versus Lewisham. 3 times. Pearly SG. That's Pearly SG. They have a home draw. Home draw. And they'll be playing 2, 3. PSG, the favorites for this competition. Pearly SG versus PSG. Shuffle 3 times. Thornton Heath Rangers. One, 2, 3. And they'll be playing Croydon United. You know what? I'm sure that was the final last year. Was it?
Thornton Heath, they was that.
I'm sure that they got to the final last year, right?
They were a final. I can't remember whether it was last year or the year before.
I'm sure it was last year.
It was last season. I was fourth official, wasn't I?
Yeah.
And
yes, I'm sure that they played Croydon United.
Yes, Croydon won, I think, on that occasion.
Oh,
they got a man sent off towards the end of the game.
So literally, we have the 2 finalists playing each other in the quarterfinal.
I think they were in the I think that was the invitational.
That was the invitational cup.
That was the invitational, but.
And Sanders said, home tie, the team to avoid, of course, playing
the only one.
Corinthians.
We don't need to spin here.
Yeah, we don't need to spin that. Could you please read out the ties?
The ties, yes. So we've got Bally squad versus Lewisham. Lewisham will hope to avoid a defeat again. They unfortunately lost 18-1, I think, at the weekend. So hopefully it doesn't repeat itself for this tie. We then got Pearly SG versus Palace Saint-Germain. We've got Thornton Heath Rangers versus Croydon United. And then we've got Sanderstead versus Addiscombe Corinthians completing the Intermediate Cup.
Okay, so of course there's a PSG derby. Big shout out to Tom. Big shout out again to Michael. Says that he loves it. B19 said favorites. Listen, you know what? Do not shoot the messenger, but you know it depends where people are landing in right now in the table. PSG are third, so rightly so, they are favorites. Again, big shout out to Jamie. Train definitely doesn't stop now, and Ben again says up the stead. So she's looking at those fixtures. Thornton Heath Rangers versus Croydon. I believe that was a final last year. So I think Thornton Heath will definitely be looking not really for revenge, but to correct some wrongs.
Yeah, definitely. I think they haven't, by their own standards, had the best of seasons. They will want to sort of show Croydon a little bit of revenge, like you said, but they will want to try and get themselves as far as they can to try and get a nice day out again in May, really.
Cool. All right. Now we'll be doing the Senior Cup draw. So I'm going to be putting these teams in. So again, everyone knows that this is done fairly. This is why I love doing this live. No complaining. Okay. So this is the Senior Cup, sponsored by Diamond Drainage. We have Cobbs, SL Royals, Sanderstead, Croydon, CMSFL, Gold Coaching, Selsdon, who are the current holders, I believe. Your team, Dynamo Dupas. We have Croydon JFC, who have made it into 2 finals, but literally haven't won any of them as yet. And we have Albo, who literally won the intermediate, I believe, last season. I would love to get your thoughts about the teams in here. Who are the favorites, and which team do you think is a dark horse for this cup?
I think just to correct you, so I do apologise. I think the holders are Spartans, CMSFL. They're linked to Sanderstead CMSFL, so they will want to try and retain the Senior Cup. I think Selsdon won one of the other cups. I think the Challenge Cup last season potentially, but Selsdon are a very, very good cup team. But like you said, teams to try and avoid. Obviously, my own team's in here. Probably everybody to try and avoid. Albo United have sort of, since coming back to the league, they're on fire, and they're currently sit top of the league. They won the Intermediate Cup last year, and then obviously Croydon JFC are a very, very good side again. But you could throw your hat on how many different teams there are. There's some very, very good teams in the Senior Cup, so it's nice to be involved as a manager as well in it.
Okay, so Gaffer from the Royals is here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I think Spartans, Sanderstead want the Royals, and again, Fact Fusion. Sorry, boys, but it's going to be long. Whoever plays Sanderstead, we do not lose. That's big talk. That is big talk. But I love it. And again, it's the same premise. The first team that gets drawn out, that will be the home team. Second team will be the away. Exactly how I did it with the Intermediate Cup. I'm going to shuffle it 5 times. And literally after every entry, I will shuffle it again 3 times. So this is the Senior Cup, sponsored by Diamond Drainage. These fixtures will be played on the 7th of April, weather permitting. But again, if there's any issues, please contact the league. All right, let's go. So let's shuffle this 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Emrys, are you happy to go?
Yes, all good. Whenever you are ready, I am ready.
Let's go. The first name out of the hat. Home draw. It's your team, DD. Dynamo Dupas. Home draw. 1, 2, 3. Shuffle again. Spartans, CMSFL.
Sanderstead.
Yeah.
Hopefully we have better luck this week than we did in the friendly on Sunday.
Oh yeah, because you played them in the friendly, didn't you?
We did. Got hammered. But less said about that, the better, I think.
Wow. Okay. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Gold Coaching, home draw. They also got to a final as well, I believe, which they lost. I can't remember who they lost to.
Albo, the reserve team played Albo in the Intermediate last season.
They did. 3. And they'll be playing SL Royals. Shuffle again. Some big teams left. Let's see. Croydon, JFC, twice finalists, twice runners up. Amazing games. You know, I can officially say in the last game against Selsdon is probably like the best game I've ever filmed. I kid you not. I kid you not.
It was a great final. Had literally everything.
They had everything. And they'll be playing Albo United, who are a very well-run team, a really decent cup pedigree as well. That'll be a really good game. And let's see. Let's mix this up. And who's playing home? Cobs playing home. And of course, they'll be playing Selsdon away. Could you please read out the quarterfinal fixtures, please, from the Senior Cup draw?
So we have Dynamo Duppus versus Sanderstead CMSFL. We have Gold Coaching at home against South London Royals. We've got Croydon JFC versus Albo United. And we've got Cobbs versus Selsdon Town. All of those fixtures, again, like Tabri said, will be on the 7th of April. So not this Sunday, the following Sunday after.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let me see. So Michael Lewis is kind of giving like that kind of laughing emoji to like Selsdon. JFC versus Albos. That is going to be a mad game. Honestly, I think, literally that is like literally like a great game. So someone's asked me if you're going to be going in goal again.
Absolutely not. Made a couple of howlers, and our regular keeper who played outfield will hopefully be going in goal. But hopefully we have the correct team. But if I can't get a team out for a quarterfinal, then you can never get a team out. So hopefully there'll be some different a different 11, and we can raise our game to face Sanderstead.
Okay. Okay. Well, as I'm not the sponsor of this cup, so literally I can say exactly what I want to say. I can. So I mean, again, looking at the teams, I think the winners are going to be either Selsdon, Croydon, or Spartans. Oh, sorry, Sanderstead. If I mean, Croydon, JFC definitely want to make amends. But again, they've literally got to come to the party if they do get to the final proper. Of course, Sanderstead know like how to win cup competitions. Very, very well drilled. Everyone knows exactly what they have to do. Let me just say, in the last final, the keeper for me was man of the match. Just literally an amazing performance from the Sanderstead keeper. Selsdon, who are the current holders, the never say die attitude. Like, no one has the right to come back from 3 goals down. 3 goals down. And they literally look dead and buried. But again, like it just shows exactly like the character and the literally mentality. And again, like the goals, just amazing goals. So I'm like looking at Selsdon, Croydon JFC, or Sanderstead. That is my predictions. Thank you so much for like coming on. Is there anything that you want to say before we go?
No, not really. Good luck to all the teams on the 7th, and we've got some absolutely fantastic ties So it's been a pleasure to be on the pod, and hopefully we've had everybody's enjoyed the show.
Cool. And again, thank you to the Sunset guys, Michael, the gaffer from Royals, Facts Fusion, everyone, Jamal, Perry, Ben, Jamie. I see you all. I see you all. Thank you so much. Tom, B19. I see all of you. Void HD. Again, shout out to everyone that's actually been watching and actually putting in comments. My name is Emrys, content creator and founder of the Amateur Football Podcast. Have a podcast every single Sunday, so please feel free to tune in and watch the content. Again, this has been the Senior Cup draw, sponsored by Diamond Drainage, and the Intermediate Cup draw, sponsored by yours truly. So again, thank you so much. Big shout out to Jamal and also the gaffer from Royals. Emrys, again, thank you so much for that coming on. Yes, we will be back for the semi-final draw in the next couple of weeks. Good luck to all of the teams. And yeah, we will see everyone real soon.
Thank you.